So welcome everyone in to Horizon Forbidden West. This is the last stream, and we are going to do one last side quest, and then we're going to finish the main story. I don't know how long the stream is going to be. It might be a short stream, it might be a long stream. I don't know. But I hope you guys are here for the ride. Not participate in battles as well. I remember getting same game engine email updates on what the guy was doing banished. Oh. Continue. I don't want to press load game. I don't know which one of those are my save files. Still, regardless, one developer or one person working on it completely. Manalore's looks absolutely amazing anyway, regardless. So whether it be a whole crew behind it or not, it looks amazing. It is something I'm enjoying watching. So like I said, in the mornings, Kiri is streaming on my time zone, and I'm enjoying her playthrough. She's a lovely, chill streamer. It's so funny how I find it that I'm watching more chill streamers than more outgoing streamers these days. Basically, people who do not scream into the mic like I do. I am basically looking at everyone who's the opposite of me. It turns out, team, I just don't like myself. You cannot mount in this location. Oh, do I go on a boat? Surely I fly over. Why can't I mount on this location? What do I need to be able to fly, I wonder? The anti-tofu? Imagine a chill tofu stream. That could be a sub-goal or a dodo goal. A cozy tofu uwu stream. And instead of doing my old grandfather sneezes, I have to go, achoo uwu. How's that sound? Oh! Whoa! Okay, that bird just yeeted me. Ah, lads. Ah, lads. Exposure a little bit there. I think the time of day is perfect. Maybe like the angle a little bit? Maybe something like that. Nice. I was trying to zoom out a little bit, but the zoom out I kind of don't like. So wait, let me show you. Like, I kind of don't like the below the scene, so I kind of like the bird being a lot part of the scene. But I was kind of trying to get it from that angle. But again, we're missing out too much of the sky then. Pet the bird. Be careful not to get electrocuted. Well, opposites attract. That's why I only watch kind, smart people. Okay, that sounds way too nice. I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry. Wait, did I capture it? I did. Oh shit, that was the wrong angle that time. But hopefully I saved it the first time. I wonder if you'll become chiller by time. I wonder. I feel like after I switched from part-time to full-time, I actually became more outgoing. That's understandably because I have more energy to be outgoing on stream. But I wonder if I go back to full-time work and doing part-time streaming, will I become a bit more relaxed and chill? I don't know. I definitely don't think I'll ever be soft-spoken.
Machines. Better be careful.
How do I land? How do I land? How do I land? I don't remember how to land. How do I land? Ah!
Must be the one Harrium and Christy are on.
Oh, who's shooting me? Oh. Ah! Die already. Thank you. Maybe try going back to Hots. Never! Oh. What? What? Holy smokes! How did I catch on my herb? Interesting. Is full-time work in academia? So there is a little bit of a dream job that might be applied, and it is kind of academia and it's not. It's not a postdoc position, which I'm kind of okay with. As in, that's not what I wanted to do anyway. It's a bit more of a... Oh shit, that was not the dinosaur that was after me. I just antagonized someone. Hello. Listen, listen, listen. Oh, I don't have medicinal berries! What? Why am I not pressing my shield? Lads, I have no heals. Nobody panic, but I don't have heals. And I can't land arrow shots. But anyways, regardless if I get the job or not, I'm going to go try and work in industry. If I don't get my dream jobs, I will just work in industry. I need to earn money, and getting some experience in this industry is probably not a bad thing. Oh shit, I'm in the water. Come on! Game, you can't do that! You can't chain CC me like that! That's evil! Evil game. Fighting in heals would be highly impractical anyway. That's true. Valid. Wait, why am I not shooting fire arrows? Did I switch? Oh. This kind of ledge jumping is a little bit annoying. No, don't chain me.
Should be able to look for that gyro compass with my focus.
Nice. Oh! Oh shit, I set myself on fire. And I do not want to set myself on fire. This girl is on fire. But I don't want to be. 801 would like a word with you. Ah! That's a tail! 801 was so cool. She got the one who played in RE4 in the most recent got a lot of hate on social media. Ah. Most paranoid, maybe not paranoid, but I'm always like so upset to hear anyone getting like death threats or anything scary like that, especially like game fans. Because if game fans are doing that, you know, so many more people will be hesitant to ever take up roles in video games and voice acting and stuff like that. And just, you know, the point blank giving people unnecessary hate as well. I think I got this guy now. Do I do. She sounds cool. I'm not only a fan. So a lot of people disliked her for having
look for the coin's gyro compass
lacking in the voice acting, which is fine to criticize someone, but she received a lot of hate, like death threats and everything else. Like, it's one thing to criticize someone because you can like my work can be criticized, everyone's work can be criticized. It's life, right? But death threats of any kind, it's just. My first aid kit is also out of date. Wait, first aid kits can go out of date? Huh? I thought you buy it for life and never use it, because the minute you buy it, you never end up getting injured again.
The next fight.
Things you learn.
There's no compass here. The machines could have scavenged it out of the wreckage. I should check any scrap piles left around the island, just to be sure. There's no compass here. The machines could have scavenged it out of the wreckage.
There's a fish, though!
I should check any scrap piles left around the island, just to be sure.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable. Okay, this makes me very uncomfortable. Here, fishy, fishy, fish. Oh, current is taking me back. Doesn't want me going here. But then why the fish over there? If I'm not allowed to go there, why are the fish there?
Let's hope I can find the gyro compass in one of those scrap piles.
Scrap piles? Oh, okay. Yeah, the bandages stopped sticking. Imagine. Legendary voice actress played from WoW. Got death threats of the role of Abby in Last of Us 2. People are... Yeah, I remember, because I haven't played Last of Us, but when we brought... I think this exact same discussion happened. We were talking about the death threats Ada Wong's voice actress also got. That was brought up as well. And oh, yeah. Anyways, hi Adam, how are you doing? You're not avoiding spoilers for this game, or do you know the ending already? Ah, there you go. There's another scrap pile.
That's it.
I found it. That's one of the most beloved people in voice acting. She is insanely good. Yeah, like I couldn't believe that she was the one who was actually singing the song. What was it called again? It was a beautiful WoW song. Beware, beware. Daughter on the sea. I'm not going to try and sing the whole song. I'm a terrible singer. But her voice was freaking beautiful in that video. Hi, friends. Hi, Tofa. Hello. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I had to think about it. Gamers are wild. Now Stellar Blade fans are mad for covering a bit of cleavage. What's wrong with Stellar Blade fans? That she's fully covered? I didn't play the game. I'm too poor. Is it limited by your PC as well? So even if you had the game, your PC couldn't run it? I'm doing okay. How's your day been? Really good. What did we do today in physics, guys? Do you guys remember? Oh, yes, we did the Hindenburg disaster. We covered how those airships work. How they land, how they do whatever. I thought, genius me, I thought that they landed by farting. I thought that they would let out some gas and so they'd slowly descend. Guess who was wrong today?
Not now. Goods. Valuable goods.
Silly, silly tofu.
By the ancestors. You're back.
Thank you, Jay.
Is that?
I'm sorry.
It's
I love it if they were tooting. That's what I thought.
our last hope.
No. There has to be a way to fix it.
How?
We just need to replace the batteries and the sensor unit.
Right, because they're just lying around a jungle for us to find. Wait,
The ancient fleet.
Batteries.
It might have what we need.
What ancient fleet?
When we abandoned our ship,
Did we cover
we were
futuristic
washed ashore
batteries?
on a beach southwest of here.
There were ships built by the ancestors there.
Overseer Bohai will never let us go there. He won't risk losing any more navigators. He needs us to guide the fleet home.
No one's going home without a working gyro compass.
I can get them for you.
You'll need to look for a sensor unit. They're usually on a ship's antenna.
And batteries. 3 of them. They're small, so they might be hard to find.
Small batteries, eh?
I've got something for that.
We put our faith in you once again, ancestor.
Landing by flatulence. I mean, if there's physics behind it. If there's physics behind it, why not? Why not? Not saying that it's sound physics, but... I don't remember, but it would be a cool topic. I feel like we started doing it sometime and I got distracted. So maybe we could do that tomorrow. There's another one that oh no, tomorrow's the physics morning session. We're doing nuclear power, but on Saturday. But the other thing that I wanted to do was kind of batteries as well, bio batteries. It was something that was talked about during science, actually. The Tofu Tech Talk. So futuristic energy storage. Sci-fi of energy storage. That could be even a YouTube video if we find a lot of resources and information. We could be on YouTube team. We could be famous.
It's always good to have extra.
But is the plot at least very good in Stellar Blade? That's the important question. Is the plot good? And I mean actual plot, by the way, in case anyone was thinking I meant plot in any other way. I'm genuinely asking about the plot. I have no idea what the story is. I've watched like 5 hours of gameplay already of that game from various streamers. But I don't know what the story is still. Compressed air energy storage seems like to be a bit of a flop. It's super inefficient, I think, Wombat, from what I've heard from it. But it's still useful in other ways. From excess energy perspective, when the grid is overloaded and it's producing excess energy, especially from a renewable process, it's a great way of doing it. But like a lot of chloralkali batteries and things like that are also good methods of outsourcing excess energy. But there's so many things you can do with outsourcing excess energy, so you know, it doesn't mean much in my eyes. But also, if like, you have to kind of look at efficiency in different ways. For example, something that's classically discussed is like flywheels are a thing that people are a big fan of. And even though they're considered quite inefficient, the inefficiency aspect of it is free. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So flywheels are purely like a mechanical kind of thing, a mechanical design. And even though they might not be efficient, like running at 100% efficiency or even close to it, the fact is that it's free energy you're getting anyway.
I said I'd find ancient ships in this
It's
area.
not like you're putting power into the system in the first place. Oh, where do we look? Here, I guess?
Those ancient ships have got to be around here somewhere. Maybe I should call back that phone we overrode.
Oh, I can't swim in the water. The game pushes me away. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought I could... Okay, well, now we know. Yeah, because it's basically just using gravity, you know? So when you look at an inefficiency from a battery perspective, for example, sorry to go on a little bit of a rant, But if you look at like a lithium battery or a vanadium flow battery, any battery, right? If you look at it from an efficiency perspective, you are putting real electrical energy in, which has been used up via, you know, a steam engine that we studied, via a coal plant or wind turbines or something. This was real energy being put in. Does that make sense? And so if your system is inefficient, you are losing out on energy. But if you weren't integrated with the grid at the time, it's not free energy in the sense of, I'm trying to word this correctly. It's not free energy in the sense of that the energy comes out of nowhere. It's not like defining the laws of physics, but you didn't put stuff into the system originally. Does that make sense? Or am I thinking about this wrong? I think I might be thinking about this wrong. Whoa! Do I go faster? I guess I can go faster. More supply. Ooh. Let me hover. Search the sites of shipwreck. Am I here? It was in terms of fuel. It's not what we run out of the sun. Exactly. It's still not free energy with renewables. There's more other serious complications with renewables. Do you guys see anything? I'm looking for battery. Oh, that's a shipwreck. Maybe... It said shipwreck, and I thought that those castles were shipwrecks. But that's not what a shipwreck is.
There. A sunken ship. Maybe it has what Harriam and Christia need to fix the gyro compass.
Alright! Uh-oh, I'm falling.
The ship's antenna. Let's hope the sensor unit is still intact.
Oh, do I have to go into the water? Do I have to? But
That ship's in rough shape.
just don't look around. Ah!
No sensor unit. But there is an old recording.
Okay, it's not so bad.
This is the USS Anchorage. Hailing anyone who's left. The Medina, the Omaha, and the New Orleans are down. And the swarm just cracked the Harris open like an egg.
Aloy,
Down, 2 to go.
I'm listening.
Incoming! Hold on!
Oh shit, I'm stuck in the fishes. Ah, fishies! Fishies, fishies,
The lead
fishies.
Horus is heavily damaged. If we can concentrate fire, maybe we can still take it down. I think we've got a ping on the Hamilton! Lost it! Sensors down! We're sailing blind!
It sounds like their sensor unit was taken out. They were trying to reach other ships. Guess I should find the batteries now. My focus should pick them up.
Should I be swimming around this area still? I guess so. What? Page. WP She's. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. There's little things chasing me. I have to swim away. Nothing to do with how much power. Ooh. Let me read that in 2 seconds. I'm running away from my life here. My life is at risk.
Another battery.
Got him.
just need one more of these.
Where they offload energy at times at resistance of some type to keep it. Yes, so in America it is 60 hertz. That's right, Roy. And you introduce energy or offload energy at times to maintain that 60 hertz frequency of AC current. That is a thing that's done. In Europe, it's 50, for example. I think it's all of Europe. I know Ireland is 50, but I'm pretty sure all of Europe is 50 hertz. But yeah, that is the way it's usually done. This is for the reason to maintain stability. To keep the stability of the grid operational. That's why I kind of want to look into, actually, it might be a cool topic for, well, cool is relative, but it might be an interesting topic to look into during science and tech segment. I'd like to know how those generators work. I've never seen them really in Ireland, but I see them in American movies all the time. You know, like
the ship's antenna.
Sometimes.
It's not there. I can at least check the wreckage underneath.
The power will go off, and people will say, "Oh, the backup generators are going to kick in now." I'd like to understand how the backup generators work and what exactly they do. It seems to be a popular kind of moment that happens in American movies. But I've never seen that. Maybe I've been living an isolated, good life where I've never needed a backup generator. Does anyone own a backup generator? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I've checked the underside of the wreck. It might be worth a look.
The underside of the wreck. Oh.
Found you.
We did it, team. Let's go. Amazing. We found all the batteries.
Focus picked up coordinates from that transmission I found. If there's more shipwrecks there, one might have an intact sensor.
Can I travel from here? Can I TP? Is that an option? I would very much like to TP from the water. Nice. The university I attended was supposed to have a backup generator, but it didn't work when it was needed during a power outage. I suppose that, like, you have to maintain it. It's pretty consistent in my area of Western Europe. I have a couple of UPS for the computer and electronics and a generator for just in case time. I just assumed that they were carbon fuel diesel generators. Yeah, like, I actually don't know what they are, Hacks. I genuinely don't know. It does seem like I think we had one in the lab to make all our, like, in case there was a power outage in the university, we would have a backup power supply that would kick in to keep the experiment running, because most of the time we'd be running overnight experiments and we wouldn't want to lose, you know, our work like that. Usually diesel fueled, yes, I see. We can check it out. Natural gas or diesel are what I'm aware of for the size generators. Yeah, I suppose it depends what kind of generators we're talking about, right? How much electricity they need to provide. So we're going into a bit of a new area on the island. I don't think we've been here before. Hopefully nothing will eat us. Do you think something will eat us? I think we're not very tasty, so we should be safe. What do you think? Are we tasty? Tofu, by definition, isn't very tasty. By itself. It's quite a bland dish. In the tofu lab, we have lab rats ready on running wheels in case of power. I would like to do that calculation. How many lab rats does it take to power, just energy generation? But I don't think I understand rotational.
Sun wings.
I'd have to look into it a little bit to transfer rotational like that whole what's that called? Rotational power into pure energy. Maybe it's simpler than I think. I feel like it's not that simple. But that'd be a cool kind of thing to think about for a bit. Maybe there's a statistic out there. How much energy or power
That ship has an antenna.
does a lab rat
Dreadwing perched on it.
provide?
Great. Gonna have to deal with it
In a
before I can
little
look for the
spin
sensor
wheel.
I need.
Ha! I got crabs. And lobster. Seafood boil is on me tonight, guys. Kill the dreadwing. What's a
Wings,
dreadwing?
claws, and wings as big as a stormbird's.
Oh!
A flying terror.
Well, that answers the question. I don't know what it's... I can't scan it, so I don't know what it's weak against. Okay, I think I can scan it now. Weak against fire. The question is, can I reach it even with my fire arrows? I might not be able to, guys. Oh, there's a thing here to climb, maybe? Do I climb up it? Oh, I do. Cool. Hi, Adam. Welcome in. Sorry, I missed your message. It's Batman. Oh! Totally dodged the acid shots there. Spoke too soon. Oh no! I rolled. Ah, game. Stop getting me stuck in here. Ah, come on. I climbed all the way up here to reach you. And then you do that. I've been flashbanged. It's not usually the bang you want to have. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want it. It's losing its stat. Ah!
Feeling better.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Let's not make it lose its stat, though. Shit, I think it lost it. It's about to lose it. Oh, nice. It came down. Let's go! Oh. You joking? It... Okay, now it's a stealth bat. Now it's a stealth bat, team. Lovely. Just what I wanted to see. Ay, ay, ay. APC sell back a single outlet batteries to industrial infrastructure. It's a wild gamut, but not major players in the field. Another name for a flashbang is a quickie. My days, my days. The commentary from these people. This is a family-friendly stream, guys. I'm very disappointed in you. Oh my god. Wait, where'd it go? Might as well shoot it from afar. Wait, I'm not landing anything on it. What? Okay, I landed one shot there. Lads! Why can't I hit my bow? Let's try to set it on fire again. Ah! What? I'm in a hole? The fuck am I in a hole for? Maybe it's a good thing, I'm not sure. Not much space to roll, I'm kind of stuck actually. Ah! Where'd the... What the fuck?! I wasn't even... This is not a friendly user game. Not friendly. Sorry, not user friendly. What the hell did it do? Is this stuck? That's handy. Where'd it go? Is it stuck? Oh, it's shooting those things. Kind of looks stuck half the time, doesn't it? There we go. Finally got it.
Okay, I should be able to check out that antenna now.
Oh, I was up there the whole time. And now you're in the water. Stressing. I'm stressed, I'm not gonna lie. The game is stressing me out on purpose. Pinky Beecroft wrote a song about that. About not being user-friendly. Jedi saying that stealth is not... How am I supposed to fight this thing in stealth, though? Is stealth even an option? I think you're lying. Stealth was never an option. Game? Thank you.
An intact sensor unit.
Let's go.
This should be all that Harriman and Christia need.
I think we completed the side quest, team. We're just going to return it. And I think I have everything. And it's time to finish the video game. Pretty exciting. I don't know how much is left in the main game. Because there was 2 drastic answers. 1 hour and 3 hours. I'm assuming the worst of 3 hours. I suppose it depends how hard it gets. People were warning that there's a big escalation of difficulty.
Not now.
All those seagulls trying to take your snacks. Yeah, Jesus. Seagulls are fearless fucking creatures, aren't they? There's a TikTok guy who feeds like this one seagull. I forget what his name is. He has a name. And he comes in every time.
I found what you need.
Through his window. And he has like fresh salmon for him and everything. And the cheeky fucker walks into the house like he owns it.
Thank you. I'll get working on the gyro compass immediately. I'm coming home, Meandra.
You've done us a great kindness, Aloy. Christia is not the only one with people waiting back home.
I feel like
She'll
I
be able to
recognize
fix
this
that
voice
gyro
actress.
compass in no time. We'll never be able to thank you enough. But this should be a start.
If you need anything, tell Bohai to contact Alva. I'm sure she can help.
May the ancestors steer us true.
You mean Monkasteer? Steer us true. You mean Monkasteer? All right, team, we did it. Let's look at the main quests. Singularity.
First?
Let's also spend some skill points. What's this? Regain weapon stamina faster when you are in critical health. Meh. Gain the ability to craft and deploy drop shields. Maximum shield duration. Block shields? Meh. I'd never use it. I'm too slow. That's fair. Skill boosts other effects from food last longer. Recover more and higher quality resources. Okay. I'll take that. You mean Steven the Seagull! There we go. That's the one, Jay. That's the one. The cheeky fucker that walks around like he owns the house. Gets fresh salmon every day. He flies in expecting food every time. That's the one. That's the one. Stephen the Seagull. The channel name is Feeding Stephen. Lads, you should check it out. It's wild. It's this chunky, cheeky seagull. He brings friends sometime and everything. It's like a whole show about it. There's seagull drama to keep up with. It's more interesting. Yeah. No. Of course it is. It's not just feeding a seagull. There's a whole plot there. You know, it's like a TV show. It's like a. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What the fuck? It's like one of those TV shows. Girl, I just want to get to my base. Stop!
I can feel this frost down to my bones.
See Wayne outside Tesco waiting for someone to walk open the door, and once he gets in he steals a pack of cider and runs out. I know that exact clip. It is recycled once a year, maybe every 6 months, and I see it on my feed every 6 months. It's such a good clip. Assemble your companions. Avengers, assemble!
Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Wish I could say we don't need them. But Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I said it to you before, but I actually learned that phrase via Alien vs. Predator when I was a kid.
I guess Silence is keeping to himself.
I did use it incorrectly a lot when I was younger.
I was hoping you'd give me an excuse
I thought I
to
sounded smart
hammer
when I
his
was like
sorry
7
ass
years
to the
old or whatever.
ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his after everything he's done?
Fair.
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need.
Seagulls are massive, aren't they, Jay? They're so surprised. Like, you wouldn't think it unless it was like right in your face. I'm so surprised every time I see a seagull. There's two types, of course, but maybe there's more. But there's classically two types here in Ireland. One is bigger than the other.
I think so. Well, let's hope.
But they're pretty bad in Galway and in other places in Ireland. Like during the summer, they will absolutely steal chips out of your hands. Like, you better protect your potato fries, because those fuckers be flying in to steal your chips. I'm just saying. Just saying. Guard your food.
Like any of our guests are making trouble?
Yet. So, Catalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, I don't live near the sea. Jesus, Jay. We should take you out to Ireland. All we have is sea over here.
Yeah, it hurts a little.
We're sick of the sea at this stage.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Catalo.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong
For
as
the
it looked.
critters. Isn't
Turns out
that
it really
dangerous?
is.
When you say critters, do you mean mice and rats?
I better get going.
Well, you know where to find me.
Seagulls also go for baby swans. There are sometimes manic battles between swans and seagulls. Jesus! I live beside swans and seagulls. I've never seen that before. Holy smokes. Alright. Assemble! No, sorry, fuck, I fucked it up. Avengers!
It's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should
Assemble. She was telling me
All
that
right,
no
people.
point of return.
I need you up in the control room, right away.
I'd be so wary of rats, Roy. You know, attracting rats. Not
Okay,
to call
everyone.
you out or like warn you, but
We all
like,
know what's at
personally,
stake.
I'd be scared. I like
Beta.
rats, but
Gaia.
it's not a good thing to have them roaming
Not to
around your
mention
house
life
that
on Earth.
you didn't buy, you know, from the
Now,
pet
it
store.
might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them.
Defeat them.
We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
I don't trust her still. I think she's going to betray us.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance.
La résistance.
Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
Silence, don't bring it up now.
I've got that under control.
Oh?
You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare.
Understood.
Understood?
Understood, team? Do we understand what is at stake here, my friends? My lab rats. My comrades. And my Axe body spray.
A minute?
Oh? These two? Why these two specifically?
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important.
Oh?
There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it.
Oh.
So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me?
Like, if this was a real battle plan, I would need someone to literally hold my hand and literally, like, show me the path to take, where to place the bomb, how the bombs work, practice this 10 times a day. Like, no. Can you repeat all of that? Hi, Preserve. Welcome in.
I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How are you doing?
How? Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
Yeah, because she's going to betray us.
I'll do my
I'm
best.
sussy about that.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Runaway plan was. Run away bravely! Sure, but the TV phone calls never ending in goodbye. Gotta take a shortcuts for decent watchability. I'm well. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Spooky. Welcome in. Hello, Blade. Welcome,
Almost
everyone.
time to go after Beta and Gaia.
I hope all of you guys are doing well.
First.
We just started the last quest. We're doing the singular. Well, I'm assuming it's the last quest. Correct me if I'm wrong. Singularity. I'm going to go around and talk to everyone first before I continue.
There you are.
Hi.
Well,
The best laid plans of rats and me.
despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth.
Rats and men. Okay.
It was more than that, wasn't
Best laid plans of rats and men. That
Perceptive as
okay.
ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Ooh.
it? Okay, so... what happened?
Together.
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have
And they
coffee.
fell in
and at
love.
some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up.
Millionaires using their private jets to go on dates.
I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first.
I don't think so.
She had lost her
Phantom.
mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time
So
passed,
Tilda
it
acted
seemed
as her
though
mother?
She wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what?
So any
second
Aloy and
chance,
Tilda
yes.
shippers in the chat?
I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered
No,
that
too much
for
age
1,000
difference.
years. She was
Yeah, but
brilliant.
every fanfic. Have you?
Vision.
Okay, have you not heard about modern kinky fanfiction? What is not fanfiction? Book talk. What is it called again? Smut. Yeah, smut book talk. Have you not heard about it? It's always some demon or some fae or some like mythical creature that's thousands of years older than the girl, and that's okay apparently. So age is just a number.
She cared so deeply.
A
for
bear.
the
No, that's just
for
my
the
house.
betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
The best laid schemes of mice and men, gang after ugly, and leave us not but grief and pain for promised joy. I fucked that up, Hax. I wasn't sure what accent to pull off. My bad. My bad. Oh, we know you've heard about it. Vampires. Buffy did it. Yep. Angel and Buffy. Yep. And then Spike. Yeah. And Spike was like 200 years old. It wasn't as bad as Angel. I can't imagine living that long. I'm nearly opting out and I'm 40.
What else can we expect to find in the Zenith base?
As I mentioned in the briefing, our goal will be the command center. That's where Beta and Gaia are being held. There are also printing facilities.
Chat
where the
video.
others have
Yeah,
been
no, book
amassing
talk
the
has
natural
gone far.
resources
I
they've
told you
shipped
about the
from
book I was
region.
reading.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
I could
It
use
was
a few
likely
replacement parts.
ferrying
My
materials
warranty is
to and from our
expired.
ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
It's a quote from To a Mouse by Robert Burns. Oh, Scottish. I should have put on a Scottish. I can't put on a Scottish accent, Hax. I would just insult you. The one you gave up on? Yes, it's the one I gave up on. But I think, like, look, have porn in your books. That's fine. Make sure them to be flagged as porn books, of course. But I think the bone I have to pick with a little bit is some books with porn in them. It might be like mild and very vanilla, but it's still porn. Flagged as young adult. And I kind of don't like that. Like if we have classification that porn is 18 plus and all of these kind of things, you have to, just because it's a book doesn't mean that it's okay. Does that make sense? The bone. I see what you did there, Nas.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but
Not sure
I'll never
PG-13 plus
regret
is a category
sharing this
here.
house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Not fair. I missed the Zeppelin stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry, Spooky One. We learned a little bit about it.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were.
Do you guys know of a quick summary we
went
can give
along with
Spooky
all of
One?
our plans.
What's the difference between
Out
Blimp and a
of
Zeppelin again?
necessity. I'm not proud of it, but complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to, but I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Zeppelin was a cooler name? That's right. Zeppelins have names. I wasn't here though. That's right for Zerp. Rigid body. So Zeppelins have a rigid body and inner frame, and blimps didn't.
Have you figured out how
You're absolutely
Silence
right.
Weapon works?
Well done.
No,
Great summary.
and he's been
And
very
how did the
careful not to
Hindenburg
warn me.
accident happen?
I'll admit it bothers
That's another
me,
summary
but
we need.
regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
Oh, shit.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse.
Also,
over
Google
time.
thinks Sturgill is only a Spanish
On
word.
Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets.
Oh, wow.
On occasion, all for the thrill of it. But on
Psychopath.
Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased.
That is not
Though I
okay.
suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him. Though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
That's... Wow. That's right, Hacks. The Americans didn't let the Germans use helium. The Hindenburg was designed to hold helium, but instead they had to go through hydrogen. The spark, the ignition source, was static charge, Spooky One. And it sparked off, and yeah, a third of the people died on it. I just realized that she is wearing, goes up to her chin. It's really cool. Yeah, the whole thing is really cool. Is Eric a reference to Prince Eric? I was thinking about the freaking three dwarfs, the Vikings. You know, the Blizzard, three lost
What can you
Vikings.
tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's
That's what I was
largest
thinking when they
financial
said Eric.
conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Girl.
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision
Lost Vikings, yeah.
to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
Science that needs much money. Yeah, imagine if all these billionaires and
When I was in the
millionaires just
ruins
gave
of
the money to
Vegas,
funding. That'd be
I
great.
found data on a man named Stanley
That'd be
Chen.
awesome.
I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth.
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Verbena. Who was she?
Verbena.
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions.
Oh.
Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this.
She was her own brand of Ruth.
It's so interesting to hear her say that because wait, Verbena Hilton? Hilton. It's so interesting because it sounds like such a modern kind of twist to like modern influencers and bachelorettes and inheritees. What's it called? Old money.
Bliss. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
Do you hear that? Even rats can cling on to a ship. We have a chance.
So I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth.
It honestly makes me
Titans of their
uncomfortable for
industries.
Zerb to think too much
Let me
about
guess. All selfish. and
it. Every time I
ruthless
look
to
at
the
her, I'm
core.
thinking about it.
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most
just looks so
successful dance
uncomfortable.
channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of
Selfies.
us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
It's kind of an interesting thought process about this. Like, you could have all the time in the world, but if you're a scientist or a reacher, we talked about this with Wolfgang Pauli and so many other modern physicists in the 1900s. A lot of their work was done in their early years, in their PhD years, and the first few years in their scientific life. There seems to be an anecdote or a vibe or a stigma going around that some of your best work is always done during your PhD or your first postdoc after your PhD. That is going to be your best work, which sounds weird because you would think that as you're getting older, you're becoming more experienced, more refined, more polished, and you know things more. But perhaps that's what stops you or limits you in the future. It's kind of an interesting thought. Valiant Otter! 7 stream streak, let's go. Welcome in. If you had forever to live, you wouldn't necessarily achieve so much. Altered Carbon vibes. Have I watched Altered Carbon? I don't think so. You lose energy as you go older, Tofu. Motivation is lost as you get older. I see. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll
So-
be here until then.
The fact
And
that I'm
thank you, Aloy,
complaining
for
that
giving me
I'm
this
tired.
chance. My past has always been a struggle.
I
More
started
than
too
once
early.
I've
It's
lost
troubled.
everything.
It's troubling.
When I look to the future, I see Liz's dream
Hi, Jesters.
fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we
That
can
makes
make it
sense,
happen.
Marinale.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
It just seems to be kind of a trend.
Remember, we need to get Silence weapon to
Is
the
Catalo
Zenith
here or
base
is it Silence?
intact if we want to take the
It's
Zenith.
Charles! Hi, Charles. How you doing?
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
Once you hit 30, it's
I do
all
not know
downhill
everything
from
that
there.
you have
Hopefully I'll
planned,
celebrate my 30th birthday
but it
here on
doesn't
stream.
matter.
That'll be fun.
All that remains is
Old
to
lady
follow
jokes.
you to the end. Whatever that will be.
Thank you, Catalo. I'm glad all
I
this
have,
brought
Nels.
us
Yeah.
together.
Back in the release.
You brought us together. And I am grateful
Is
too.
that where you're talking about Tilda's
Oh,
kind
and
of
by the way,
costume
I
and
was
thing
hoping
reminds
now
you
would
of?
be a good time to go back to the Tremor Tusk site and test my new arm before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll
What?
let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
That dialogue is wrong. We did it already. We've already completed his quest. That's weird.
I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I
Wait,
assure
did I
you.
misunderstand that thing?
Couldn't wait to take
She
it
was saying
apart
we should go
and figure
test
out
it,
how
right?
It works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. Now that training time is over, what's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
Absolutely. Big Boss, you're absolutely right. Now, I'm not trying to diminish anyone in the chat. I'm just talking about from my field and things like that. The experience and just, again, anecdotal evidence. Maybe there is a statistic out there supporting what I'm saying, but perhaps it's just anecdotal evidence. But it's something that in the last month I've been thinking a lot about these people who are just so hardworking and they just get a lot done. You know, they're very smart about their time and they're motivated and driven and they seem to get shit done. And I'm like falling behind every day and I'm like, no matter what kind of to-do lists I try to do, it's just tough to the point that like I'm really trying to manage and schedule things a lot better. But I always feel like I'm falling behind. It feels like so many people, there's people out there that have more hours in the day than I do. And I'd like to learn a little bit more about how to manage my time and how to manage myself a little bit better. I would like to get more done. I would like to be a lot more productive. I think I'm
didn't really
lazy.
get to talk
I think
about
I'm
what
too lazy
happened
and it's not good.
at Gemini.
Maybe this is why it's important
There
for me to
was
get a job.
nothing more to say.
I think I need to get
if
out
you were
of
to
bed
Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial
before
at the Grove,
8:30.
among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. His deeds were worthy of the 10. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored.
Hell yeah.
I'll see you soon then.
It will be
Reducing
my
the
honor.
list and doing each one better. Focus on happiness. No, I have a lot to do though. I don't think that's
Plugging in that
fair
power cell
blanket
downstairs
statement
must
on
have
everyone.
Turned on these holograms.
It's not like I'm doing things from a capitalist. None of what I'm saying I need to do is from a capitalistic point of view. Not that I know of, anyway. I need to put weaves in actually in my gear. 2 seconds, guys. Let's look at our outfits. Which is the one I'm wearing now? Ooh. Can't find the one I'm wearing now. Where the fuck is my outfit? Don't think that's that one. Oh, ha! It's the one that has a tick on it, guys. In case you didn't know. Now you know.
Do you have a moment? Hey,
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
Doing more interesting, motivating actions that we would like to do.
Oh, and I wanted to give you this.
Oh, we'd go into a
helping
big
me
branch
get
of
the
that,
data
right?
on
Like,
I didn't really know it.
socially how we developed as little cults. I was gonna say as when I say society, like little settlers. Like everyone had a role and everyone had to be assigned a job so that they could grow together, to prosper together as a society, as the little group of settlers that they were. So I don't think it's that wild to say that doing work that isn't exactly motivating and interesting is that unnormal, if that makes sense. Was majoring in geology instead of paleontology. Harder to make a living with the latter. That makes sense, Potato, yeah. Cult? Did I hear cult? Where do I sign up? I find Twitch to be a bit of a mental health pick-me-up. Oh, that's so nice, Wombat Hole. Usually I find Twitch to be a bit of a pick-up too. Even just streaming. But sometimes it can also be the thing that drags me down. Not you guys. You guys are awesome and cool. But, you know, social incidences happen on Twitch, especially the more I grow. And it can absolutely destroy me mentally. But, you know, when it's good, it's good. And for the last few while, it's been really good on Twitch.
You might like.
Thanks, Alva. I'll put it to good use.
Now, I think the reason why I'm talking about productivity and saying yes more is I've closed off myself a little bit too much. The last few years, after COVID, after everything, I really isolated myself, and I found comfort in being alone. And I'd like to test my boundaries more. I'd like to do a few things. There's reasons why I'm talking about productivity and getting more stuff done. Everyone in the chat and all of us have our own story and our own life and our own thought process. And I have this thought process right now, and that's something that I'm trying to do a little bit more. Except I have zero tolerance for bigots. What is the definition of a bigot?
Have you looked through the data we recovered on Leviathan?
We didn't complete Alva's story, right?
Much to
I think I did.
Still, but
didn't I?
I believe we'll be able to get it operational and turn back the floods. And I've given more thought to everything we've uncovered about the ancestors.
Wasn't her story the whole Ted Pharaoh fucking piece of shit one?
The Overseers would have us believe they were infallible paragons. But Pharaoh wasn't. Not even close. His greed led to machines that devoured the world. The archive of the Old One's knowledge destroyed, just to erase his mistakes. So, when
really, honest question. What is a bigot, definition-wise?
I think they were all the same. Selfish.
The CEO, yeah, that's the quest.
Cruel. But, in the end, it's not that simple. The truth isn't a straight line of ink on a crisp scroll. It's a splatter, smudged and faded on stained parchment.
That's kind of poetic.
I wish more Quen could see that, instead of looking the other way or twisting the truth to serve their own schemes.
I doubt Bohai would agree with you.
No, nor the rest of the Board of Overseers.
She kind of pretty much has to abandon her religion and everything.
It's easier to
abandon her
believe
friends
the lie
and stuff.
is truth, but it's worth fighting for. And this diviner, at least, won't settle for anything less.
Yeah, you tell him, Alva.
For that, I thank you, Aloy.
A person who is obstinately or unreasonably attached to a belief, opinion, or faction, especially one that is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards a person or group. And oh, okay, I definitely had the wrong definition of bigot. Someone who believes one kind of human is less. Yeah, I definitely had. I'm glad I asked for a redefinition of it. That's not what I for some reason thought a bigot was a synonym to What are those people who apply one rule to themselves and apply another to the other? There's a proper word for it. Oh, Jesus, my English. Hypocrites. A hypocrite, exactly. Hypocrites. There we go. I thought it was more on the line of being a hypocrite. When you're doing something you find purpose in, you'll naturally become productive. A job rarely gives you purpose on its own. That's true. I guess we're dissociated from our work a little bit. That's why we don't find a lot of pleasure or a lot of meaning in the work that we do. You know, things like simple as working for a bank. But back in the day when we were settlers and just starting out as farmers and things like that, if you didn't harvest the food, we wouldn't have food on the table. If you didn't toe the soil, it wouldn't be ready for planting, you know? There was a direct... It was easier to understand back in the day. Back in my days. I was not back in those days. But it was easier to understand that even if your work wasn't interesting, there was clear meaning behind it. People relied on you. Life relied on you. Wild days, a lot of our work is a lot less meaningful, maybe? Is that harsh to say? You thought it was short for big idiot. I mean, is it wrong, Hacks? Is it wrong? Hippopotamus. Hi, Svee. Welcome in. Yeah, that is also how I use bigot. Okay. I'm not the only one who thought it meant hypocrite. Oh, yes. I think I used to be very judgmental as well for Zerp that, oh, you're such a hypocrite. But in reality, we're all hypocrites. To a certain degree. You're absolutely right. We either realize it or we don't, but we truly are, yeah. I think when you're a teenager, you're very passionate against hypocrites. And then you realize as you get older and older, it's...
I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones.
Oh,
But now
don't
that
call
she's
her an
here,
old one.
all I
That's
feel
like
is a
calling
vague
one of your Twitch streamers an
unease.
old lady streamer.
I don't know if I'm
It's offensive.
scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths or just scared of her. Probably both.
The rest of us should be enough of a distraction to the Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected. But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth, if we're lucky.
I like the balls on my skirt. I always end up staring at them.
So, all of the tribes
That
here
sounded a
are
lot
native?
weirder than I thought,
Yes.
actually.
I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth, an entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly. Once all this is over, will you go back across the ocean?
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more worried I become. If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me. Or
But
what
she
they'd
does
do
need to
me
go
for
back.
reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow
For her
were allowed
sister
to
and
carry
stuff.
on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to
We
let
got the
truths
Omega
I've
clearance?
learned
I
about
must
the
have been in the
ancestors
mines in
be
that
buried
part.
away by the Board of Overseers?
Yeah, we did. I'm
Would I
pretty sure we
dare
had the Omega
challenge them
clearance, yeah.
and risk my family's
Am I
safety?
right in saying that?
Or losing Federa?
I feel like we did. I'm pretty sure I did the best that I could with everyone's side quests, of my companions anyway.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point
Chat,
out
which
anger
one
in
of
the
you
right
is
direction.
in a perpetual state of angriness,
If you say so.
ready to murder anyone and everyone in your sleep?
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
From the Ted
Yes.
Ferris chamber, yes,
I wouldn't
that makes
expect
sense.
him to answer any
Because I
questions
needed the
about it.
Omega clearance to do
He
the duo
refuses to
quest
dole out
later
his secrets to us
with
lesser
Beta,
mortals.
if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that. Who's this Federa you mentioned?
Only when I play with League with
She
it. Can't even say that anymore now.
is
So we don't play
another
League.
diviner.
Hopefully we'll find new
One of
games to
our
play now
best.
that we discussed it today.
We used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts.
I know. I will talk to
but
Regala. I'm going to talk to
apparently
everyone
there's a fine
before
line
I
between hate and
played the main
love.
quest.
We became very
Sorry.
close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Aww.
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
I guess this explains
know
why
about that.
the quest can take 1 to 3 hours. I was like, what's that range? 1 to 3 hours is such an absurd value.
How are you holding up?
I'm getting it now.
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Aaron seem to have taken to it the hardest, but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
I don't know. I try not to think about it.
I feel like we haven't really dealt with Varl properly. Like, even when the whole scene happened straight after Varl died. Like, she was angry. Aloy was angry and she said, I lost Gaia and I lost Beta. But she never mentioned that she lost Varl. At least Beta's alive. At least Gaia we can get back. But she never mentioned Varl when she was talking to Tilda. So, I don't know.
Let the Zeniths get away
We
with
can't,
what
I
they've
kind of
done.
feel like we let go
Everyone's
of
ready
Varl
to
too
take the
soon.
fight to the
That's the
enemy.
vibe I'm getting.
And you?
Nervous? But I'm ready too.
Don't worry.
Hi, Expedus. Welcome in.
We'll get through this together.
How are you today? Makes sense to you. Soul game's fine. The last bosses in this wrecked me for some reason. I know why, but it's sharing is part. Yeah, no worries. Let's finish the game so we don't have any spoilery
Patalo showed me
worries.
the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs
Not
within
good.
the
What's wrong?
Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured back home. Think of what it could do for injured workers or soldiers. But knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes.
Replace Imperial family with
Wow.
government.
Replacing
This is
body
literally the
parts as they
modern
grow
day and
older.
age.
Like the Zeniths.
Exactly.
I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Yeah.
Whatever happens.
I really
I'm
like
grateful that
Alva.
the legacy brought us
She really
together.
reminds me
I
of a
never
real
thought
person.
I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
I feel like I've
Come on,
met
do I
someone
look
like
that
Alva
old?
before. Like a passionate scientist. She just reminds me of such a nerdy scientist, passionate. Do you know what Alva reminds me of? A first-year PhD student. Do you know when they're so innocent, when they're so excited to learn before the trauma of academia has hit them? She's like, I love science, I love the world. Until she hits that 3rd, 4th year slum. That's what she reminds me of. No need to worry. Okay, well I hope it's nothing too scary. And I hope your health is
Tala will
okay.
protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not afraid. I know Katalo will fulfill his duty,
But thank you
as
for
will
coming
I.
by and hanging out with us.
If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both
Never
stay
knew I
alive,
would
if
die.
you don't mind.
We'll
Side
try
by
and
side
keep that in mind.
with an elf. What about side by side with a friend?
I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point.
I could do that.
May truth lead us to victory.
Hey, Zoe.
Aloy, we're ready to meet you at the rendezvous point whenever you call.
Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do
worries.
it alone.
Thanks.
I was a passionate proto-scientist until I took mental health to the knee my last year of undergrad. That sounds too specific.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's
Oof,
more like a cold
that's not
piece
a
of metal,
compliment.
bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he?
She's Sylvia Tilly from Star Trek. Oh, okay. I haven't watched. I watched the first season of Discovery. Is she in? Is Sylvia Tilly in the first one? You'd have to describe what character she is. I don't remember any of them.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left.
She is the ginger.
Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping.
Alva! Alva! Are you serious? Are you guys serious? No way. Oh my days. I just felt like that makes so much sense because I told you guys, like, I knew. Okay, I just knew I knew someone like that.
To be honest, I think we both were. So he asked me to join him.
Should I rewatch Discovery?
He brought up this hologram of Earth.
I watched the first season when it first came out.
Launch facility. We sat there.
But I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Does it get better? Does Discovery get better with each season?
I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone.
And they call it a mind. Nope.
I miss him terribly.
Oh no, don't worry, rewatch Discovery. So I'd have to rewatch the first season just to remember what happened. But I was wondering if the rest of the seasons get better. I thought it was okay. The first season.
Ready to head over to the Zenith
Nothing
base.
bad about it.
Whatever comes, we will endure.
I'm watching the latest ones week by week, like I know OAP. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying SG1. I'm almost in the middle of season 2 already. I'm watching a lot of episodes each night.
You and Aaron
Usually I
seem
watch
to be
one
on
episode, but
terms
last
now.
few nights I've been watching 2 or 3 episodes a
He
night.
may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad.
That's right. There is a Stargate movie, and there's 3 different TV shows.
I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What's
What is
that?
it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling in Utaro
I think there's
has
3 different
ever
TV
known.
shows. SG1,
If I should fall in
SG
battle,
Atlantis,
I'd
and
like you
SG
to be the one
Universe.
to bury my seed pouch.
Can anyone correct me if I'm wrong
For the
or
both
right?
of us.
So,
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
I feel like we shouldn't be taking Zoe with us. Like, she's with child. Shouldn't we be protecting Zoe? Keeping Zoe's and Carl's legacy alive?
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals.
You
from
are
the stars.
correct.
I can hear the drinking songs already.
So if you watch the first Stargate
Earlier,
movie,
you
that's like the
mentioned something
intro
about
before the
Tanakh,
TV show.
Rebels and the Oseram, but we never really talked about it. I'm just saying, if you want to discuss it, you let me know.
If that one's not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. Saved my butt with those Spectras. Wouldn't feel right to leave it behind now. Yeah, besides it,
You might think like Aaron just being like weird, just get a new one. But like, don't we feel like that with a lot of our tech? Like, I don't know about you guys. I am so fucking awful when it comes to changing my mice. Like, even though I know my mouse is subpar and there's other cool mouses out there, and I should get it, and it's not as like there's this one weird bug that my mouse does, and the connection is weak, and what other bullshit. You're just so used to it, and you just hate change. Anyone else like that?
Yeah, it goes with my outfit.
Wouldn't want to spoil your look.
Alien's both parts hilarious and cute as fuck. It's kind of like that moment in Portal 1, the companion cube.
Varl made the right call, you know, bringing you here.
In case mine ever breaks. Jesus Christ, Noz.
Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to
G502 gang.
I
have a G5
honest,
keyboard I got from my dad. I don't remember the code, but my dad loves
he
it.
Sat me down.
That was the coolest thing ever.
Just one, mind you. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. And how you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace.
The keyboard?
And you never told
Oh,
me
my
exactly
mouse is
how
a
your
G502.
sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
The mouse, I'd like to go back to my old mouse at some point. This mouse is too big for me. I can't reach it, but it's okay because I don't play League and I don't play HOTS anymore or shooters. I don't have to worry about that. So it's fine to play games like this, but it's definitely too big of a mouse for me. I can't
think
reach
it's time for us to
all the
finally
buttons.
have that drink.
Yeah.
Short finger people!
I mean,
put
yeah,
your hands up
yeah,
in the air.
course. Oh.
Oh, look at them pints.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that
Just
was
get
gonna
bigger
appease
hands.
all
Just
the
move your
other
hand further
deranged
up the
machines
mouse.
in the world. Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they
Guys
threw
are
a
mean.
big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed it.
I hate the free spin, but yeah, I can set my spin
Tell
to
me
different
something about that.
spins
That's how she met
too.
Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
Arc of Truth and Stargate Continuing which were straight-to-DVD movie sequels to the SG-1 series. Oh.
You were right.
So should
That
I watch
was a
those
story
movies
best
after I
told in
finish
a drink.
SG-1?
All good stories are.
Reminder, how many seasons are there in SG-1? How long do I have left?
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point. With my
10.
hammer
Yeah, I
ready.
thought so. It's a really long series. So yeah, I think I'm sorted until like August, lads. I don't need any more TV show recommendations. I'm sorted. I don't think I talked to everyone. Silence
Did
and
you need
Regala
something?
I need to talk to.
Bravo.
He's definitely golden retriever,
You
and he
managed to sway
does have a
Zeke to your
gun,
side.
golden retriever field
Care to
gun.
explain?
Welcome in.
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game.
I was doing side
and as it
quests.
seems you have found
I wasn't
modest
trying to make you wait.
success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Tofu, you finished the Fallout show, right? Final verdict. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fucking brilliant. And tomorrow, we're going to be doing the physics of Fallout a little bit. We're going to talk about fallout shelters, nuclear bombs, and nuclear energy. So if you want to catch the stream tomorrow morning for the physics morning show, starting at 9:30 a.m. I don't know how the morning show will go, but I'm excited for it. Might be my first and last morning show. I might be too miserable streaming so early in the morning. I'll be such a bitch. I'll be like, fuck this, guys. I'm never streaming in the morning again. Rise eventually. I like Claudia better. They're worth the watch. Same cast as the TV series. Fairly standalone series. Okay. Hi, who's there? Welcome in.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it.
Tortured
you came
it.
up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
Sassy.
So all this time,
Sassy!
even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
Hey,
When I learned
that
of
was...
the Zenith's return...
That joke about, you know, not to confuse a fallout shelter with nuclear waste bin is actually a lie. That symbol is not for a fallout shelter. It is just a general symbol for nuclear. So I still stand on the pillar that I was right. And the quiz was wrong.
To Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the
Excellent.
Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation at the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly,
Out of my way. Get
So
out of
you
my
really didn't know
way!
they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we
Oh,
wouldn't be
Phantom,
here
Phantom.
today.
Barbecue time. Have a great evening. I'm so sorry you're saying I won't stay for the end. I've been streaming this game for almost 2 hours. Lads. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours and I said I'm going to do the main quest. We still haven't started the main quest. I'm still talking to everyone. I'm sorry.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a
Just
significant
yapping.
distance.
Tiny toe
That
rant.
doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They
Hi,
stumbled
Silverhawk.
upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world.
Oh, 07?
What did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
Fair enough.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakt. She would have led the tribe into battle without.
So Regala is a Klingon incarnate. All she craves is war and battle, and honor in dying in battle.
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge.
I know.
I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
At least we're all on the same wavelength. Are you getting bored, Tofu? Not so much as hardcore bored, but a lot of the conversations are repetitive. If you keep having these conversations with everyone, you basically get the same conversation over with the slightest addition and change. So, a lot of this is kind of reinforcing what I already know. But from a streamer perspective, someone like me who gets distracted easily and forgets things, this is kind of a nice overview before we end.
Why create the Sons of
the game.
Prometheus? You didn't need a bunch of Oseram tinkerers to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Like, we knew this already. You know?
All right,
that for example, that information is very, very
I'll
repetitive.
let you know when it's time to go.
We already knew this.
Try not to mess with Tilda while
So
you're
I don't think I learned
okay?
anything new
I don't need
talking
the
to
two of you butting
Silence
heads.
out of the 6 options I spoke with them. Which is fine, there's nothing wrong with
About
that.
your
I'm just
relief,
explaining.
ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with.
Oh,
For
he
someone
doesn't
to live
trust
as long
Tilda.
as she has, outlast as many calamities. Well,
I don't think anyone trusts
your
Tilda.
goals may be
Even I
aligned
don't.
now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something?
Regala's the
or
best,
not?
Nobs.
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on
Hi,
this,
MSK Online. Welcome in.
just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling. You mean you finally had one? Huh.
We've had this
Guess
conversation with
even
Silence.
you can change Silence.
The sassiness. So I don't think anyone trusts Tilda, to be fair. So I think I need to speak to Regala. I don't know where she is though. Where's Regala? So I haven't seen her.
There's a lot of
online.
stuff in here now. Olvas, Errands, and Katalos, I'm guessing.
Where is she? Basement. Oh! I haven't spoken to Beta either, to be fair. Oh, sorry, Beta's gone. Lol, this is why you need to... We've been playing this for so... We've been talking for so long, I forgot that Beta's gone. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I don't think I am. This doesn't look right. Lol. Yeah, I remember this place. We just went around. Where is the basement? So... Oh, there it is. This is where Beta was earlier. I'm guessing Regala's here now.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel.
You let the Zeniths take Beta. That's not what happened, Hax.
And the others up there. Your squad.
They can hold their own. And as for this base, it may not be what you're used to. But it is a shelter.
Are they complaining
Call
about
it
not
what
such
it
cozy
is.
beds?
A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
I love her face paint. It's so fucking cool.
The whole time I've been in the West,
She's really
I've been
cool
fighting
armor
you
character.
and your rebels.
Face paint and everything about
I'd
her.
at least
So
like
cool.
to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why?
Okay, sorry. There was an audio bug there?
Did you do it?
Did the sound kind of stop there?
Jiroka, Makalo. And the Karja pushed into
When
the
it
desert
switches
to
scenes,
raid our
it's...
people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation.
I love her voice.
To tear down the Karja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them. And they fled, as children before a pack of claw striders, all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the
Yeah, the
taking.
ambient noise does cut off.
But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back.
Because that's the moral thing to do.
Retreats when slaughter is at hand.
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Yes,
Peace is
Regala.
just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
He was a
I
good
enjoyed
person.
watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tanakh.
It was an insult.
Regala!
Ever deserve to wear armor.
Girl!
And then
This
the
is not a
Karja
politically
leader
correct
walked
opinion.
before us.
You cannot say these
That's
things.
when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the
Yeah, what you consider betrayal is wild, lady. You are unhinged. She's a little bit of unhinged. There we go, the new word, bigot.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
Angela Bassett. Sorry, pausing. Whoa! I fucked up my stream overlay there. Apologies. Angela Bassett. No one told me that yet. I think. Oh, yes! I know her! What do I know her in? I know that voice as well. That makes so much sense. But what do I know her in? Sorry, guys. I'm going through it. Oh, she was in Contact. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Atlanta, The Voice. Mission Impossible Fallout. Bumblebee. Avengers Endgame. She was Ramanda, a cameo. She was in all the Black Panthers. Oh, she was in the new movie Damsel. I haven't watched that yet. That's on Netflix, I think.
Message from their new king.
Sorry.
No more war.
Sorry for pausing. I didn't mean to like disrupt the whole thing. I was interested
No
to
more
know.
raids.
But I know her voice and her face.
Suddenly, the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy.
Feel like I
at the
know her
very
in something else,
fortress
though.
we tore down. A true Tanakh would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was
Tina Turner
repaid.
once. Oh, did she?
Him on his knees before
This
me.
person has issues. Yeah.
So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned.
She's a little unhinged.
The day you got in my way.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me.
Oh, what did he
My
call himself?
agreement was with Oseram mercenaries.
Oh, and the Sons of
the
Prometheus.
Sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted a group of Outlanders?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed
Why
them.
did we save
But
her
they
again?
offered me the
So she
chance
would
to
fight
run
for
the
me. To be
Karja
fair,
down with the machine.
as bigoted as she
The
is,
terror
and
in
as
your
scary,
hyena's eyes when they see you charge.
she's a pretty good fighter.
You
She'd
know
be
what
handy
I'm
on our side
talking
of the
about.
war.
I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Akaro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories.
Well.
But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy.
Audio's bugged again.
A tribe of weaklings.
Because
She's
of
a complete
me,
red flag.
hundreds
I
of
love her.
Tenaks won't throw away their
I'm
lives in a
blind
battle
to
they
the red
can't win.
flags. I'm blind to the red flags. Her voice is too good. Her face paint is even better.
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason.
I see no red flags.
Really?
If I don't look, there ain't no
failed
red
to
flags.
Kill Hakaro, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
All right. I guess we'll both face
Sometimes
the
we
end soon
compromise
enough.
our ideals.
Ever since you got in my way, I've
Valid
wanted
statement. Valid statement
to
for her.
see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the 10.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
Regala's so poetic in her like phrasing. Obviously, like very evil poem. But you know, she's clearly very poetic in the way she explains things and says things.
Ah, this data looks fun.
Best friends forever. I'm sure they are. Oh, the music was nice there. Oh, apparently I've been here before. Alright, we are finally on the main quest. Will I actually finish it today, I wonder? I spent so much time talking and doing that side quest earlier. I don't know if we have time to finish the game. I checked knobs. I don't have all the stuff to upgrade them yet, so I'm kind of winging it. Be nice to equip properly, though. Ooh. Sky Killer. We definitely can add coils, though. Coils can be added. Is there like a fire? Yeah. Ooh. Accept another 15-hour stream. Don't rush, there's also still a DLC. So like I said, I'm actually not playing the DLC. I am finishing up this game. Oh, I equipped the wrong stuff I wanted. I don't plan to play the DLC immediately after this. I am taking a break from this game. I've kind of expressed already a lot. I feel like I'm repeating myself and I apologize. But the game frustrated me too much. I didn't enjoy a lot of the game at first. So much so that a lot of the parts just upset me. As in, like, I was just getting angry at the game. Unjustifiably angry. Does that make sense? Like, it wasn't fair to be as angry as I was with the game. And it ruined my experience. And that's why I kind of stopped playing the side quests, and I just focused on the main part of the story. That's why I'm playing it now. I just want to know what the story is. Actually, you know what? I might just run past you guys. I don't want to be friends with you anyway. Skill points. I always have excess skill points. I already leveled up before I came here, I promise. 22 points is too many anyway. What? Okay, what could we use our skill points for? I kind of went through it already right before this. Like, I'm bad at stealth. Maybe Trapper? No, I looked at Trapper. I didn't look at Warrior today. Let's see. Deal more damage when... That's fine. Yeah, I'll take that. We'll probably be fighting humans, so that makes sense. Increase your awareness of weakened enemies when they're knocked down. Knock down enemies with a power attack, holding G. Combo tap, 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 G. I feel like I always use that move. Oh, that's a good one. When a machine recovers from the tied down state, meh. Gradually regain health while healing inside smoke bomb. I really should have put points into smoke bomb. You guys kept telling me to do it, and I never did it, and I'm so sorry. Craft ammunition and workbench using less resources in the wilds. Well, that's a little late, isn't it? I doubt the last fight will have stealth. You never know. You never know. Better be late than sorry. Wait. I feel like I said that wrong. Tim? I think I said it wrong. Those are all full.
There. A rendezvous point. I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
Yep. I am ready to go!
Okay, everyone.
Better Nate than Lever.
I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
So did you overall enjoy the game? I think I was too angry at the game to enjoy it fully.
Where are the others?
I hate to say it.
Not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here?
I like the story as always. I think there's criticisms about the clunkiness of the game and just the overwhelming of what to do, the grind. All these little criticisms I have of the game kind of all add up to a little bit of a negative experience, which is sad because the game is beautiful and the story is kind of cool. But it might deter me away from playing the third game. And again, the reason why I'm so shocked about this is because maybe if I came in blind into this game, I would have enjoyed it more. But I loved Zero Dawn so much, you know? It was one of the rare games that I did 100% completion. So I think I might have put Zero Dawn on a pedestal, and I was really ambitiously excited about this game. And I got a little bit frustrated with this game. The clunkiness was too much to me. The side stuff was too much to me. The grind was too much. There was like a lot.
Then let's begin.
Anyways, that's my overview. We'll see what the final story is. Maybe the story will save the game. I'm hoping the story will save the game. I don't think Forbidden West is new player friendly. Ooh, that's an interesting statement.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
Ooh, I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
Wait, is that stink? Wait, did you see that? There was like green stink coming from them. Was that on purpose? Did you guys see that green smoke coming from her?
That plane.
It made it look like a Sims 4 animation where it shows that people were stinky. I can see people struggling with this game, both with the plot and gameplay, if they hadn't played the first game. Okay, I see what you mean.
Offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there.
I also just before, because I'd like to focus on the chat, I also I hate the fact that I was complaining. It's okay to not like the game and me mention it once or twice, like, oh, I hate this mechanic. But so many of the things that I disliked kept happening over and over again, and I was complaining live on stream, and I felt pretty bad, because you as viewers wouldn't enjoy it. So yeah, I'm not planning on playing the DLC. I'm not planning on continuing this game. This game might have turned me off from playing the third game if it gets released. We'll see.
There's guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy.
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
We still don't know what the plan is, right?
Let's go.
She's keeping a secret from Tilda, but she's also keeping it a secret from us.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
It's the same specters, right?
Let's go quick.
Oh, I don't have acid equipped. Let me try these weapons. Actually, let me try this new thing I have. Oh, it's not a new thing. I've had this weapon before. Oh, what? What?
That's a quick. Aloy, you have just.
I'm just trying new weapons. What the hell?
Boom!
What the hell's happening? I don't even know where I am. What is going on? Never mind. Never mind. I couldn't get up there for some reason for ages. Yeah, Aloy doesn't trust us either. I won't trust Twitch chat. I think what's going on there is getting your ass kicked. Yeah, I did get my ass kicked, but I just didn't even see what was happening. Like, what the fuck hit me? Let me just switch my weapons again. These guys are really easy to beat. Like, all you just need is acid. I just have to equip it. And let me actually add a coil there for acid as well while we're at it.
possible,
Just
I'll
all
do my
take
best
some
to
acid.
conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Let's get into this. Yeah. Get the fuse in your eyes. Keep it coming.
What the hell hit me there? Did you guys see what even hit me there? Okay. I'm just not gonna even say anything because I have no clue what's going on.
You need help, Aloy?
Oh, maybe that's the thing that hurt me. That kind of might have looked like something that could have hurt me. Nice. Oh, geez, you sound like you're having fun. Some of the noises Erend was making. My forehead is itchy.
I need help.
Oh, you do? I'm in the middle of battle here, sir. Ah!
That's all right. I got you.
That other one was playing Get Down, Mr. President. Hi, alien. Welcome in.
Let's take them out.
Oh, sorry. You thought we weren't taking them out yet? You thought we were doing something else? Oh. Oh. That's a weird animation.
You got its weak spot.
Erend, are you even doing anything other than commenting right now?
You okay?
It's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Oh my god. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh fuck, I got yeeted off. Oh my god. Let me move. 2 minutes.
Just what I needed.
Say hello to my little ratata. Oh, you interrupted my ratata. Okay, it's over. My little ratata is over. Oh my god, I rolled into it. These guys seem a little bit tougher than the last ones I fought.
Hit it again.
I guess they made them a little bit tougher in the final area.
Up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
What? We're in the middle of battle.
I needed that.
Oh, they felt that one.
Shit. Oh my god.
Now this is why I came along. Hit the weak spot.
Nice. There we go.
Plasma. Plasma.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I think we got it.
I think you're right.
They're so fast moving. Holy shit.
Yeah.
If I'm struggling with the first layer, I think it's gonna go all downhill. I'm lurking because someone else is at Varl's death. That fucking made me cry, man. Game be making ninjas cutting onions in the game. So rude. That was easy. I used a lot of resources for it. I tried to be a bit scarcer about it. Can you say that in English? Scarcer? Is that something that can be said?
What's in this backpack? Metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry.
I wish I had a glider. I guess I'll find another way.
You do that. Geronimo! Made it. I made it out alive.
A lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight? You choose.
Erend, you know that Spectre will be able to see you, babes. Do you know that, sweetie? Does he know that? He might not know that, team. Scarcer or more scarce? English isn't your first language? On a technicality, it is not. Oh? It is my most comfort language.
Aloy's under attack! Cover her!
But English is such a fascinating language that even if it is your first language, you might not know all the rules. Sometimes English be a prick with its rules. Ah, what the hell? I don't see that attack coming. Game is cheating.
Oh, it looks like Zoe's giving us some supporting fire. Why did you pick the wrong fight?
Nice.
Oh, that was a decent shot, I guess.
Better than any Oseram.
Any good loot?
A little.
Definitely should pick up berries along the way if I can. Going through them quickly already. That's climbable over. Ah, this is climbable too. Erend is better at stealth, lol. Clearly. I should take pointers from him. How do I get across? Ah. Or? Get stuck on the branches. That's also an option.
Tired yet?
Yep.
My favorite English rule is native speakers' innate understanding of an adjective order that we all use without ever being taught. Just in general, the way we learn English is so weird to me. I don't know if everyone else is like that.
These plants
But I feel like I was never taught the rules of the English language properly. The same way we learn a foreign language. And then you go to school and whatever, and people will say, well, what's the rule? Or why do you do this? Or why do you do that?
We can take this one, Aloy! Keep
And
moving!
for me, my whole thing on English is like, if it sounds right, it sounds right. If it sounds wrong, it sounds wrong. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the rules are. That's that weird attack. I can see that attack better from above. Or sorry, from below. But I didn't learn English. Horizon word. There's yeah, there was. It was Zero Dawn if I'm not mistaken, right? My vocab, my grammar. How do I get across?
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, dead one's handy enough.
Oh, Jesus, I barely made that one.
Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh, yeah.
Good old days.
Good times.
Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end.
More specters. I'll attack when you...
Sing and dance forever and the day. We live the
Hey,
life we
just here.
choose.
Here we go.
No. We're still in stealth. No, here we go. Can you stop body blocking me? Yeah. When they have resistances, they have resistances.
Who's next?
No, what? That's not what I... There we go, finally. Show you the syntax for English sometime. I feel like I heard that somewhere. TikTok, maybe? Whoa! No! What? Stop! Jesus Christ! The game is actually trying to kill me. That's... Why did she do that? I couldn't move. I walked backwards on the pole. I tried to like move off it. It wouldn't let me move off it. Oh my days. That was so weird.
Hey, Aloy. Aloy.
Got it. Acid's up.
Shit. Oh, that's it. Not ideal. Oh, fuck, I didn't see that attack. Let me run away to safety. Dude, I'm in the middle of battle. I really can't be helping you, sweetie pie. It's every man for himself. You pride yourself on being a strong, independent man, right?
Over here.
Well, time to start acting out on your fantasies. Dude! The fucking other one body blocked! Ah, shite. Hippity hoppity, this won't rhyme. Hi, Tetsu.
Thank you! We don't want any more visitors, well-wishers, distant relations.
And what about very old friends? Very old friends indeed. Welcome in, Tetsu.
I need some help.
Erend! I'm in the middle of battle here, my friend.
Aloy, you okay?
Ah, shit, I didn't see that coming.
Aloy, over here.
Fuck off.
Hey,
Aaron, shut the fuck up! I am so sorry, but Jesus Christ, can you shut the fuck up? Sorry. Like, I'm in the middle of fighting 3 of them, and all he can do is... Sorry. Hey, Tetsu, I don't feel so good. Mark Stark GIF. What? Welcome in, and thank you so much for the tier 2 resub. Really appreciate it. Well, now you're fighting 4 of them. My mental health is literally at risk here because of this fucker.
I need some help here.
Shut up! Shut up!
Aloy, I could do with some help.
Fucking stupid. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God I'm gonna end Aaron. I'm actually gonna end him. Shit. Oh, fucking Aaron body blocking me. Oh shit, they're not there anymore. Okay, that was useless.
Hey, Aloy.
Okay, I need to get the shield up and around. I can maybe help him when there's just one of them, but when there's like so many of them on top of me every second, I literally have no moment. Like I can't even pick up a heavy weapon, you know? Shut up! Okay. Okay.
I need help.
2 seconds, let me get rid of...
Oh man, they got me. Yeah, thanks.
Mr. Tofi Ajisek, welcome in everyone. You're coming in the heat of a very tense battle here. And I swear it's not even the robots making it hard. It's literally my own comrades letting me down here.
I think that's all of them.
I heard that grunt from here.
At least. Let's push on.
What do you
My
get?
God.
Just some parts.
I swear, if any of my teammates ever acted like that, they would be booted off the team. Booted, I tell ya. If this was Helldivers 2, she would have killed him. Are you sure you guys want to see Helldivers stream with CC Anomaly? I might not have friends afterwards. Wait, if I play Helldivers, am I going to lose my friends? Like, because I was quite toxic in HOTS in League. Am I actually going to lose friends over Helldivers? How's Mr. Tofi today? I know it's really easy to miss, but did you notice that Aaron needs help? I need to set up a command, Spooky. It's literally on my to-do list.
Here,
I've just been so
up this
busy.
rock.
Need to make sure I get as many flowers as possible because healing is needed. Oh! Helldivers is not PvP.
We should move on.
What? Oh!
We're gonna
I
have
thought
to
it had
climb around this
PvP
corner.
option. I thought that was what
I'm
people were
trying not
having
to
fun
complain.
with. I know there was like the story kind of... Okay, I misunderstood the game. I thought there was like... It was like StarCraft. You had the option of both.
I can see the way forward.
It's all PvE. Okay.
Going as fast as we can. You alright?
Sort of.
Oh, is there friendly fire in the game though? Unless you can't friendly. Okay, I see how it is. Honestly, that's turning me on more for it. Maybe I should play Helldivers with CC Anomaly. Do you need the same party members? Wait, why can't... I suppose we just drop here.
Looks like the others have things under control.
It's here when you want. How many specters do the Zeniths have?
Too
Well,
many.
then we want to fight at once, that's for sure.
How do I get up?
Damn it!
Oh, Look at that thing fizzing away.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Ah, that put a dent in you. Now we're talking. That's the weak spot. I'm waiting for you.
Ah! Fuck, I got yeeted.
Right here. Got him.
There we go.
Come on.
Got him.
Up the slab.
Accidental frame. Maybe Tofu wants to kill our allies. No, honestly, I thought it was like StarCraft, where it was meant to be PvP, but there's like a little story thing aspect of it. But honestly, that really makes me more excited to play it now. If it's all PvP, that makes sense that you don't need good aim then. That just means like playing Horizon Zero Dawn, like it's an RPG story with shooter aspects. Looks pretty.
Alpha and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on.
Oh boy.
What is that?
This is like that Avatar moment when the planet fights back.
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now it can crank out machines to its heart's content.
Oh, let's go. Ah, look at the robo dinos go.
Come on. Let's get to
The
launch
dinos are
place
fighting
war
back. Sorry. That was so cool. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Your
wiggle.
maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We zone. It once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps, with the Apollo database.
Look at the dino dance. Do the dino dance. Do the twist. If we ever have paleontologizing
In case we don't make it.
on the show,
I just have one.
we need to save a question.
What is it?
Remind me to ask.
We had to do all this climbing.
If all dinosaurs could dance, which dinosaur would have the best dance, based on science? That's a good question. Someone bookmark it for me.
But big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
I guess not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Ah,
It's weak
that
toast.
made it nice and easy.
Oh, I can only have one highlighted at a time.
I grab it if you need it. Shh. Here we go.
What? We're in stealth. Are we not? Is acceptable for democracy, is it now? You seem to have a very scary definition for democracy. I don't like it. Okay, as long as I don't get caught in the trap, this should be fine. Erend, come here. We have to stay hidden. Don't get caught now. Either T-Rex or Dinosaur Jr. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Managed democracy. No, honestly, the way you're discussing the game now makes me want to play Helldivers now. It might be definitely a fun game. For some reason, I don't know why I was so disillusioned. I think it was a PvP. Anyways, I'm willing to consult the table, or not the table, the Congress of Helldivers.
Let's collect that loot later. Kaboom! And again.
Oh, nice! Killed him. It turns out laying traps, guys, and setting up traps to kill these guys is actually easier than fighting them head on. Did you know that?
Anytime you're ready.
That's not acid. Those are cool moves.
Oh, look at that thing fizzing away.
No!
I guess we're not going for stealth thing.
Woo! Let's go!
Come on, let's cross over.
Easy clap. Nice. Whoa! Oh, that was my explosion. I wasn't scared of my own fart there. That totally didn't happen. Was that not the case in the first one already? Sometimes we have to take a lesson more than once. Absolutely. It's one of those things in life, like so many people will say, how did you not learn your lesson? Or, I don't know, is it maybe because of the way I worked in the lab or the way my life turned out, but I am not a person who like makes a mistake and then learns my lesson immediately. Whether it be science, whether it be life, everything. In every aspect of life, I need to make the mistake several times to learn my lesson. And they blow up, yeah. So rude of them, isn't it? Oh. Oh, I get what I'm supposed to do now. I wasn't sure where to go. First time, James Franco meme.
Joe and Baldy are fighting another Spectre.
This way.
up there.
I think they can
I
handle
guess
it.
so.
Big jump.
I learned her lesson, to this day confirmed.
To the
I
right,
feel like I'm
think.
justifiable in a lot of my lessons, though. You know? I think, especially in life, not every person and not every social situation is the same.
Now to the left.
In fact, it's very hard to categorize social behavior and social science in general, because
You can
there's
get
a
to
lot
the
of
launch tower
parameters
through
to
the
take
hangar up ahead.
into
I'm
consideration
heading
and a
over
lot
to
of
join you
variables.
now. The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Another one?
By the blood of the Ten!
She's really low HP. Just as well you don't use dangerous chemicals with electricity. Yeah, sure, I totally don't do that.
You need some ammo?
Gotta follow up while that acid's working.
Oh, it's a flamethrower! Die! I'm channeling my inner fizzy. Die! Where'd it go? Die! Did I run out of ammo? What happened? Are we dead yet?
Aloy!
Yes.
We'll assist you, Aloy. We've got your back, Aloy.
What the fuck was that sound in my ear? Jesus, that sounded so bad in my ear.
You need help, Aloy?
I'm still in this fight. Good work, everyone.
Nice.
Let's go.
Over here, Aloy.
Alright. No, Erin, she's fine. Scientist is mostly replicable if you have some social experience. If you have the same social experience again and again. You think so? It's very difficult, very different things. True. Oh, hi! Oh, that looks so pretty. It kind of looks like that thing in Sydney.
Look at all this Zenith.
Is it called the Opera House in Sydney?
Space stuff.
Space stuff. Does that look like Sydney? That thing in Sydney, the Opera House. What do we think, team? Can't believe Regala's the one who's
Come on,
falling
let's go.
behind. Is she injured, maybe? Yeah, she must be injured.
This way, demon!
She's gonna die. Come on, move, Aloy. Why am I watching? Why am... Okay, there was literally a little place there we could have walked. We could have gotten to her.
I was promised.
Come on, we can help her. I've literally thought worse.
May Regala return peacefully to the cycle.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms, not as your puppet.
Oblivion draws no such distinctions.
No, it has to end like this. I kind of saw it coming.
It's been intense, but Catallo got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
These are just valuables. I feel like I need battle gear and stuff. Okay, there we go. Will she do a grunt? Your Aloy has exposed toes. Yeah, but she pretends she doesn't. She'd be moving those toes. Oh, the dino battle! Giving him a hand knobs is what she was doing. Oh, Jesus Christ. They look so dorky. Sorry.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up.
No.
Stay still.
This is pointless. You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda.
Remember
I think
yesterday
it's
someone
safe
told
to
you
say
everyone
she's
are left?
forfeited her share of our operation.
Yes, what about it?
Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing. Fine. All right, people.
Light him up.
Light him up!
Light him up, up. Light him up. Light him up, up. I'm on fire. Hi, Cassie, welcome in. Yeet. Boom.
Are we supposed to be scared?
Oh, they can still fly. I thought they'd lose all their abilities to do stuff, but it's just their shields. Nature rises against the zenith! Let's go! End them! Not so tough without your shields now, huh? You get them, dinos!
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
Sorry, I hit the mic.
We gotta go through there?
Getting a bit too excited.
I fail to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Let's go! Nice!
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
Music is so good. That dinosaur scene is so cool. It's like every like final
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Overwhelming me.
Die, my seat filled. Apologies for that. I'm okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just do the best you can.
That dinosaur fight scene really made me happy.
An elevator.
But also sad. It was emotional. Oh, that's the fucker who killed Varl, isn't it? He looks kind of chubby. Or not chubby.
We got some unfinished business, little girl.
He has a weird body shape. I guess he's old. Maybe it's like the clothes need to be extra layered or something. His body proportions seem a bit weird. I think it's the clothes. Alexa, unfollow
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one.
Come on now.
Oh shit, I have to fight him?
You may run.
Weakness against fire.
Sure has.
This'll help.
Okay, he has weakness against fire, chat.
You're not safe over there.
At least this time around he's not invincible. True. Wait! The fire stack came off him.
You down.
It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose.
What? Okay, I
That is not a
understand.
weakness. That is life.
Wait! Oh, Jesus. Oh god, I'm bugged.
I can't. I'm on my way to help.
Okay. Maybe he doesn't keep the stats up. At least I'm still doing damage to him, you know?
He's almost down.
I think I have him now. Yeah. Okay, I was wondering, his stat wasn't... The fire stat wasn't keeping, but it was okay. That spear is really good.
What it was like to hurt.
He's not weak against Pepega aim.
Now we're having fun, right?
Girl! The hippie live long and prosper and green plants lady just killed the guy. Damn!
Rescue your
Damn!
sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're all right.
She was not messing around. She was not messing around. Yeah, whoever told me the ending will only take 1 hour lied to me.
Looks
It's
like
been
the
already
machines and specters have almost wiped each other out.
a long time.
What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix.
Lovely.
He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
Shit, I have to
I'm
climb.
afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there.
That's okay, I found some yellow lines here.
I almost have.
Conveniently. For me to climb up. Oh. Man, I'm tired. If you... Do you want to catch the VOD of this if you want to see the ending? Me react to the ending?
Is everyone alright down there?
I feel like the dinosaur ending can't
mostly.
be beat though.
We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think.
Okay, she stopped doing that.
Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis.
Nemesis?
Whatever
From
it is,
Resident Evil?
the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out.
I swear, I'm sure it's what's her face, Tilda backstabbing us. I just don't trust her, and none of us trust her. But damn. So I thought the Zeniths were planning on recolonizing, like completely destroying Earth and making it in their own shape. But they were planning on leaving Earth after destroying it. And what is Nemesis? Is this a Resident Evil 4? Sorry, Resident Evil crossover? Plot twist.
I'm almost there.
Jesus, my arms be dead by the end. This is why you don't skip arm day, chat. Never skip arm day. She says when yesterday she did arm day and literally her arms couldn't function. There happens to be an ad running. I don't know if that's nice timing, so I'm just gonna pause here for a second in case there's people who are missing out. There could be a cutscene here, so. The bad guy in the DLC also has a great plan for repopulating the planet. Ah! Like having schmexy time for as many people as possible. Let's admire the door. I knew there was going to be a cutscene. Ooh, look at this conference!
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there.
Jesus, she looked like she was about to have a seizure there. Hi, Miss. Welcome in.
Systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
Oh, fuck.
Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did.
They
Earth
created
isn't a new
something,
home for
maybe.
them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
Hi. Is it like Borg? Nanobots? Could be. I'm getting like swarm thing, like that thing from Star Trek 3, the movie. Was it Star Trek 3? I think it's Star Trek 3. It's the Reapers. Kind of like a swarm thing though, like small tiny bots, you know?
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway.
What? I knew
Back
they
on
created
Sirius,
it.
some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical.
What?
Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
Oof. Oh, jeez. Imagine a collective of consciousness of billionaires and trillionaires with too much time on their hands, who have clearly anger issues and problems. Hi, Tambly, welcome in.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes.
There's a movie about that. There's probably
It
more than
hacked
one.
Everything before we knew what hit us.
Classic.
Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it.
Oh.
Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand.
Shit.
And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Damn. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's why they need Gaia.
That's the plan. Even now.
You just killed all your
Earth
friends,
is
though.
Finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die.
Delete them. Yeah, have they tried shutting it off and on?
And with Gaia,
have they
we'll create a
tried
new
pressing
world
DEL?
together, where that
Right
monstrosity
click, delete?
can
No?
never find
No?
us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More
Alt
than you could
F4,
ever know.
unplug. So many options out there.
And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking.
So rude.
You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
I've heard that before.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Dispatch! Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
I better scan that thing first.
It's weak to acid. Good to know. What are you eyeing about?
I have you!
What? Why is my acid not planted? I'm so confused. Okay, I planted both of my acids.
Why do you not value your life?
They just didn't... Okay, whatever. Is she too far away? She's right in front of me.
Fight on, and you will lose!
Why is she so loud? Ow!
Elemental ammo is making a dent in those gold plates.
Why was she yelling at me?
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
Oh shit. Ah, okay. Didn't let me dodge there. Unfortunate.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
Oh, come on. I was drinking drugs. I wasn't even driving. Give me some credit here. Did I hit her? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I did. Nice. Okay, this is gonna be tough. So I have to throw as much acid as possible.
You're not taking me, Tilda!
I can endure. You cannot.
Oh. Ooh! Missiles launch! One more? No, one more. Nice.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
No, stop it! Aloy! You have to right click. Oh shit! And reactivate the thingy-mabobby. Otherwise it'll just turn into a melee attack. Does that make sense what I said? Maybe not.
Armor's off!
In one area. Okay, half HP, guys.
I'll shut you down.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
Girl, I'm shooting arrows into you. What do you mean I don't want to hurt you? Never make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out the closet. Oops.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
Okay. Why are you talking? Oh shit, I shot it up her bum. Nice. Critical strike.
I can endure. You cannot.
For some reason, it's still a shit suit. Dodging into her is not a valid option, apparently.
A few more hits.
Soon we will be all that is left of the human race.
Okay, that was a little bit easy. Surely there's another form. Elden Ring has ruined me. There's going to be another form. A final boss with a single form? No way.
It's over. Why
no, it's not.
Just let me choose.
Ooh, thank you very much. I'll take that. No, no, no. No, no, no. No need to applause. No need to applause. The game is not over. The game ain't over. There's going to be a second form. I'm playing on normal difficulty for Zerb. Didn't you say you were
She
playing on
tried
hard?
to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
Yes. Did
So
you know?
you've known all along.
You knew? Bitch!
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play.
What about
That you would
Vanderbilt?
interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct.
Good point, Cassie. Good point.
You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here.
This is a no Dutch hate
But
stream.
now it's time for
I
me
think.
to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place.
Earned my place. That's
Unlike
mine,
Tilda.
bitch.
I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything?
Wait! You can't take Gaia or Apollo, though.
Stay.
Give us Apollo.
Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours.
We
hope
learned
does
what
this
the word
primitive
bigot
tribal
means today,
Earth have?
Cassie. I think it's in theme.
If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life. You'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just
That's
as
true.
Elizabeth.
The way Gaia works is basically you can just implant it. Well, maybe not any planet, but like, it doesn't have to be a planet that has had life on it. It can just be any decent planet in a decent Goldilocks zone.
It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the 10.
Katalo. I'm glad
Goodbye,
Katalo's
Silence.
okay. I had a feeling he might have died. It was one of the vibes I was getting. I kind of knew Regala was going to die. Varl came as a bit of a shock to me. Well, not a shock.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
I would assume it would be on the ship, the initial infrastructure phantom, no? They did Varl dirty in this game. Depending on the side quests
Hey, where's she
and the
going?
things that I do,
As far
can
away
I
as
change the
anyone
outcome
can go.
of anything that happens?
Oh.
Or
Are
is
you
this
sure?
strict line? Oh, he came back! Silence came back!
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
No, it's linear. Okay, so I see. So it doesn't matter if you did all the side quests or not. You had to get all these companions.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
No.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
You see that glowing thing there, Earned? About that. So the levels of bosses in the game is actually kind of interesting. You know, AI program on Earth, then aliens coming from, well, not aliens, but humans that came from another planet, and now basically an ultimate exo alien coming back to kill. Yeah, Anyways, there's kind of like a cool layer to the 3 games in bosses fights. Okay, the story kind of saved the game. The story low-key saved the game. I am a little bit more interested in playing the 3rd game now. Hi, Slows, welcome in. Erend is just comedic relief. He's better than fucking Neelix of comedic relief.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth.
Sorry, it was angry of me.
Very different than the one you fought.
No phase 2 scam. That's true. I completely forgot about that. There was no phase 2 of the boss.
It's not
I
about
did
the
play on
distant
normal,
hope of creating a new world.
but the boss was a bit easy.
It's about preserving.
But I
what
did
we
play on
have.
normal, to be fair.
My
Maybe I
friends
cheesed
have
it.
a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because
I'm gonna bring up that
they've always
conversation
known
in a
what
few
I've only
moments,
just
Kip.
started to understand. That the people of this world have the
Oh.
strength to fight any battle.
So startled there for a sec.
The ingenuity to solve any problem.
Pew, 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 pew! Look at the fireworks! The Vikings are back.
The courage to overcome any obstacle.
Oh, that boat looks cool. It's a double thingy. Oh,
And
oh,
the resilience.
oh. The scene isn't
To
rendering.
rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Gaia's back together again, guys. We fixed Gaia. Mommy's back. And we got access to Apollo as well. Bum, bum. Wait, do I control it? No, I don't. This is a cutscene. Yeah, mummy. Gaia's mom. Mother. GG. Thank you so much for everyone for joining the journey. I know it was a frustrating one. There was a lot of downhill moments in this game. And I'm so sorry for expressing my frustration. But I'm kind of happy I powered through. I know from one perspective people would have been like, oh, if you're angry and upset at the game, just give up. But I felt like I had a good vibes from the main story, you know? I have a lot of complaints. I have a lot of complaints in the game, but I think the main story saved the game for me. Barely now, barely. Part 3 is the story mode then. Oh, I don't mind the game challenges. Like, I rather keep it, like, I think I might learn next time, play the game on hard, but do all the harvesting on easy. Does that make sense? Not harvesting, what's it called to get all the equipment and stuff like that? I might do that from now on. I might do all the little shit stuff on easy mode, and then play the most, like, the main story and the side quests on hard. I'm going to play a devil's advocate here, but do you think it would have helped to take a bit more methodical approach to some fights? Oh, absolutely. You could have been more smart, but that wasn't the complaint I had about the game. As in, the difficulty of the game itself wasn't that bad. And the fights that I had were not that bad. Learning the smoke bomb and all of that and being more stealthy, absolutely. Leveling up your stuff, but the grind was annoying. You know, all of those are just, yeah. It was just too many little things adding up that made me frustrated. What are the challenges that were giving you a hard time? So it was the grind. The mechanics were awkward to me a lot of the times. A few bugs. The combat wasn't as smooth, I felt. I was getting stuck in random places, if that makes sense. I felt like that happened at least once every stream, where I just got stuck randomly. What else was there? Trying to remember what I was getting frustrated with in the beginning. Like I say, if I had replayed it again, I would have played it on hard still. I would have switched back to hard, but done the grind on easy. The chain stunts can get annoying too. Aloy's 3-5 business days getting up. Yeah, was there I didn't see a talent tree for it, Mr. Tofu. Did you see a talent tree to reduce the CC in this game? I felt like I didn't see anything like that. Just buy Merc Treads. Yeah, can I buy Merc Treads? Was there gear I could use that reduces CC chains? Or duration? I don't think there is any. It looks like she has pink hair. Well, I'm glad the story got you. I love the stories in the two games. Yeah, plot, definitely. Yeah. I liked the first game as well. It kind of gave me the Tomb Raider reboot vibes. I know completely different games, but that open world RPG kind of thing. The crafting kind of reminded me of it a little bit as well. The playstyle a little bit. It gave me the reboots of Tomb Raider vibe a little bit. Bolt to Zaffer. Not like the Hindenburg hacks. We don't want the Hindenburg happening to us. If they're still interested. Are they too young to play it? No, I'm glad I kind of stopped doing the grind of the game. I just focused on the main, just switched it from hard to normal and switched to the main story. Made me like the game a little bit more. But you're right about the wonder and mystery in the first game. The whole world, unraveling the universe. It's definitely really cool. Once I stuck to the main story, I was hooked. For me, I loved the world in the first game. Like I said, it was one of the rare games that I completed. Like, rough completionist has been Subnautica, Elden Ring, and Horizon Zero Dawn. It's very rare I go for completion. Maybe I actually have completed a lot more games than I realized, but I avidly went out of my way with Horizon Zero Dawn. I had good memories of it. I'm late. No. Hi, Kaisa. We just finished the game. How you doing? Kind of perfect timing too. Whoever said 3 hours had a pretty good estimate. It was a bit longer than 3 hours, but we also did a side quest today. I just woke up. Do it again. Do it again. I guesstimated correctly. Nice. Well done, Kip. Oh my god, I remember trying to fucking get that black box in that plane. It was so annoying. So yeah, I am not going to play the DLC. Oh, what's that flying over there? I'm not going to play the DLC right now. You could have done it. Yeah, that's true. I did spend time talking to everyone. But now we have to discuss what game to play next. I'm happy to switch it up soon. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe like when there's Forbidden West, Horizon 3 hype. That would be a good idea. Be a good idea to hype it up. Ghost of Tsushima is out very soon. 3 weeks, right? I don't know if I want to play it. It's an open world RPG, right? It's action RPG. Oh, it's not open world? It is open world, okay. I see. Planet of the Apes is coming out a day early. Wait, there's a game called Planet of the Apes? Really? Okay, ad over. Welcome back from the ad. Welcome back from the ad. Lol. Do you play platform? Not really, no. I'm not the biggest fan. Is there something out that's exciting? Come on, Topher. There's a new film out next week. The only film I'm looking forward to this year is the Alien movie. I'm looking forward to the Alien movie. It's like one of my favorite movies of all time, so I'm excited. It's not a reboot, I suppose, but not Mad Max. Stupid boy movies. Sorry. Is there anything fun in the cinema right now? You mentioned detective games. Have you seen Shadows of Doubt? Detective games. I've never really played them, but I'd like to try. Maybe I'll go out. The problem is the problem right now is that I literally had a thought process. I promise. I had a thought in my brain. Gotta work calls. No worries, Preserve. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. I literally was thinking of something. My brain stopped working there. LA Noire. I've heard of that before. The brute mommy himself. Is brute force referred to as brute mommy? The problem is Tofu forgot what it was. That is the problem. I feel like I was going to make an important point and I forgot about it completely. Yeah, we've so many games to decide because from one side perspective we have to decide on a game to play on stream. So there's no panic this weekend, Saturday. Because I'm playing Pacific Drive on Saturday. So we can still discuss it. I think Saturday will be the voting day. I will make all day Saturday the voting day. Like, I'll be promoting it in chat. We'll be discussing the games to play properly while we play Pacific Drive, because Pacific Drive is a really relaxed kind of setting. What about ER if you want to play the DLC ready? Yes, so I'll be playing it kind of like Pacific Drive, on and off Phantom. I kind of want to be more like Curly in terms of the games, switching up between the games, but I don't know how anyone switches up Elden Ring. For me, Elden Ring is such muscle memory that if I switch from a game, from Elden Ring to a new game, I literally forget what the controls are. Some games are okay, but Elden Ring specifically, I literally, like, I go blank. I need to practice a lot on Elden Ring to get the controls down. Who doesn't want to be more like Curly? She's really cool. She's really kind and really cool. Couldn't play From Software game.